Hello everyone, and this is our group's first video and my name is Jayson. I'm here to introduce you the basics of Cisco Packet Tracer app, and later on I will show you a tutorial on how to use it. First, let me introduce you the Cisco Packet Tracer. According to the official website of the Cisco Packet Tracer is a powerful network simulation program that allows students to experiment with network behavior and ask what-if questions. Students can build, configure, and troubleshoot networks using virtual equipment and simulated connections alone or in collaboration with other students. The main aim of Cisco Packet Tracer is to help students learn the concepts of hand-on networking and to develop practical skills in Cisco technology. Since protocols are only implemented in software, this tool is not capable of replacing hardware routers or switches. Interestingly, not only Cisco products but also several other networking devices are included in this application. It is commonly encouraged to use this tool as it is part of the curriculum, such as CCNA, CCNT, where faculty use Packet Trace to illustrate technical concepts and networking systems. Students complete tasks operating on their own or in teams using this tool. And now we're on to the next, the basics of Cisco Packet Tracer, which is interface overview. After logging in into the net space or as a guest, you will be presented with the following interface. This initial interface contains three components, which is the action bar, the workspace, and guidance. And now, to start creating your network, tap anywhere on the workspace to bring up the default workspace contextual menu. The first layer of the menu displays the different device categories. It also has the options of entering multi-select mode, creating annotations on the workspace using Note, and drawing shapes with Draw. Tap on one of the device types to bring up the next layer, displaying specific device models for that category. Selecting one of the specific device models will create that item. It will be placed on the location tab to bring up the default workspace contextual menu. Now, connecting devices. There are two ways of making connections between devices. The first thing is using Autoconnect from the device contextual menu. After selecting this option, tap the device you want to connect with your first selection, and Packet Tracer Mobile will automatically select the cable and available ports to make the link. The other option is to select Connect to enter the connection view. Once inside the view, tap on the Choose Cable to show the cable selection menu. After a cable is selected, tap on the desired ports from the upper row and lower row to create the connection. Now next is the basic tutorial. Configure a router with Packet Tracer. Once you have the Packet Tracer, one of the first things you want to learn is how to configure a router. To begin configuring your router, select a router by single tapping the workspace. Next, we're going to set up a basic network that allows two PCs to communicate with each other. Now, select two end devices and position them below the router. Then we're going to connect the devices with cables. To connect them, you need to use a crossover cable. Once you've done this, a link will be established between the two devices. However, the link isn't functional yet. As you can see, the red dots on each side of the cable. When the connection is established, the red dots will turn green. Now, configuring a router. At this point, the router still needs to be turned on, which in this case, you don't need to. Because once you select a router, it's automatically turned on. Currently, they are physically connected by inactive in a state referred to as administrative shutdown. Single tap on the router, then select CLI to the configuration menu. Press break, then return. Type enable to activate privileged mode. Type config terminal or config T to access the configuration menu. Type interface fast Ethernet 0/0 to access Ethernet 0/0. Type IP address 192.168.0.1 255.255.255.0 to assign an IP address and subnet mask to the interface. Type no shutdown to finish. Now, repeat the same process for fast Ethernet 0/1 to activate connection to PC1. Remember, enter a different IP address. The final step is to configure the gateway on each desktop computer. The gateway is the address assigned to the Ethernet port that the desktop is connected to. The gateway allows the computer to interface with another network, and ping tests won't work without it. Tap on PC0, then go to desktop, then select IPv4 configuration. After that, in the gateway field, enter the IP address of the router's interface, which is 192.168.0.1. Then, enter 192.168.0.2 for the IP address, and 255.255.255.0 for the subnet mask. Repeat the process for PC1, but use 192.168.1.1 for the gateway address, 192.168.1.2 for the IP address, and 255.255.255.0 for the subnet mask. Now, it's the time for a test if our connection is successful. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. Thank you.